Hey guys, Gimnation10 here, and I'm here with my deck profile of my dragon deck. Basically, I'm going to show you the whole thing, including side deck, extra deck, and the main deck that I built. And without further ado, let's get ourselves started. So the first monsters is 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, because you can't have a Blue Eyes deck without Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then we have 3 Maidens. Pretty mandatory. It's kind of needed in Blue Eyes decks now because of its effect. When it gets targeted by card effects, special summon Blue Eyes from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and when it gets, or if it gets targeted for battle, you can do the same thing, but you can only activate one of its effects a turn. The next one is 3 White Stone Legends. Again, it's kind of needed in Blue Eyes Dragon decks because of its effect. When it gets sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Blue Eyes Dragon from your deck to your hand. Next one is I run 3 Kyberman. I could choose 2 to run, but I choose 3 because there's been times where I've had Blue Eyes in my hand and I haven't been able to summon it. So if I have Kyberman in my hand as well as Blue Eyes, I can easily get Blue Eyes out on the first turn. Then I run for my 2 Shiny Angel. I use it for I don't have any XYZs to do for level 4. I would like some though, but I mainly use it if I don't get Maiden in my hand or any form of good hand to go straight into Blue Eyes or anything. I use Shiny Angel to set down and get destroyed, and then just summon Maiden from my deck when it gets destroyed. Then I have 2 Honest, because pretty much the whole deck is all the monsters in my deck is light type, so it's pretty expected to have 2 Honest in them. And then we have 1 Mars Dragon, and because he's got good effects to stop people waxing like traps when I attack. Then I have 1 Darkstorm Dragon. I run him because he's a normal monster, and his effect is Gemini, so his effect is basically you can just send one of your spell traps that you control to the graveyard, destroy every spell and trap card on the field, which also kind of goes good with my XYZ Puppet of Leo. Then for my final monster I have Alexander Dragon. Again, just another level 4, a really good beat stick. And yeah, my monsters. For my spells, I have 3 Tradents, because it's kind of needed in Blue Eyes deck. Discard Blue Eyes or Darkstorm, draw two cards. Next one, 3 cards of Constants. Again, one of the cards you kind of need in the Blue Eyes deck. Just discard your Dragon type tuner, which should be your White Stone Legend, and then draw 2 cards. Now obviously White Stone Legend effect can go off, allowing to add a Blue Eyes to your hand. Next one we have is 3 Silver Scry. Again, needed. It's a really good card. It's a way to get your Blue Eyes out on the field if you've sent it to graveyard to Dragon Shrine or whatever, or she's in the graveyard from where someone's just destroyed it. You can just activate Silver Scry, edit to quick play, activate as soon as they've destroyed it, come back on the field. Then I control 1 Dragon Shrine. I could run 2, but then I don't actually see the point. As I said, I want my deck just be short deck, not be that big and packed. Like I see a lot of dragon decks, like a girl in my school, Beth, she has a 60 card dragon deck. It's inconsistent as hell. It takes so long just to get anything good. That's why I want it as short as I can, so I can get straight into plays. Next card I play is Dragonic Tactic. It's just for the sake of the purpose if I get a really bad hand and I just want to get Blue Eyes out or Darkstorm out nice and easy. So I just summon 2, wait to summon 1, and next turn summon the other, and then activate Dragonic Tactics, allowing me to special summon 1 other late monster from my deck. Next one is Dragon's Gunfire. It's a good card for Dragon. You can either inflict 800 damage to your opponent, or you can target a monster with 800 or less defense and destroy that target. That's if you control a Dragon type. You use a control Dragon type in order for that to happen. This one, Stamping Destruction, is the MST of the deck. Except being a control Dragon type monster, which pretty much every card in my deck is a Dragon type. Or every monster in my deck. To basically destroy one spell trap card. Then I run one White Elephant's Gift. Send one face-up non-effect monster you control to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Again, it's an easy way of drawing 2 cards, so yeah. And then I control one Lightning Vortex. Easier to get rid of the your opponent's monsters, and plus you can use it with Whitestone Legend to discard the Whitestone Legend and add your blows to your hand. Now on the spells, I control 2 Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain's a good card in this deck, especially against against effect monsters. It can stop effects playing off to destroy your monsters or to do anything like bad to you, and that can really mess up your deck through monster effects. So it's a good card to play. And I control 1 Connive Chain. I guess it's good for like gaining attack. You want to do a damage attack directly, or there's a monster in your way that you want to get rid of, then you can just activate Connive Chain. And also, if a monster attacks, they can just change the battle position to defense. So it won't work. Then I control 1 Starlight Road, because if someone activates Dark Hole and it destroys like my field with like 2 or 3 monsters on the field, I can activate Starlight Road straight after happening and get myself a Stardust back on the field. And I control 1 Call Haunted. Again, it's a good way of getting monsters back if it's in the graveyard. 1 Compulse, just in case there's an XYZ or as a fusion or a synchro or some big annoying monster that's in my way and I can't get rid of it. It's just simple compulse it back to the hand or back to the extra deck. Then I can run 1 Miracle's Wake. It's pretty much the Call of Haunted of the deck, except it's not continuous, so you can't really negate it with Mystical Space Typhoon, because if it's continuous and you MST Call of Haunted, it'll be destroyed and then your monster will be sent to the graveyard. But Miracle's Wake is just simple, just activate it as soon as one of your monsters has been destroyed by battle, and they can't like completely negate it unless they have some traps done. Or Royal Decree. I run it because I don't really run many traps, and when I do, I don't really use them as much because they just go to waste a lot. I activate Phoenix Chain on a monster, I then attack the monster, ignore it, now making my Phoenix Chain just disappear. So I used Royal Decree just to stop people from negating my attacks. So I attack and they activate Max Thunder. They can't do that because I have Royal Decree on the field, so the attacks will go straight through. And yeah, that's my traps. Now on to my extra decks. Extra deck. I don't run 2 extra decks. Can't do that. I run 3 Azorize. It's pretty expected to run Azorize in a Blue Eyes deck because it's easy to get out, plus his effect is really good. It can be destroyed by card effects or targeted by card effects for the turn it's summoned and the next turn, which is your opponent's turn. And plus every standby phase you can special summon 1 dragon type monster from 1 dragon type normal monster. Is that monster? Yeah. Well, no, not dragon type, it's target 1 normal monster in your graveyard. And special summon it. Then I run Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon. Obviously, if the Shell Trap is activated, send it to the grave. Then the next turn, at the end, I think at the end phase, if it was destroyed by negating a Shell Trap, special summon it. Then I control 1 Armades. Armades is a good card. You can't like activate any Magic Cinders of that. If someone does decide to try and negate it, it won't work because of Armades' effect. Then I run 1 number 88 Gimmick Puppet of Leo. Again, to say I don't really run many spells and traps that are continuous. That's why I was thinking maybe not having Royal Decree, because if I do have number 88 Gimmick Puppet of Leo on the field, you can't activate Gimmick Puppet of Leo's effect, which is you can detach 1 XYZ and add 1 Destiny counter on it. For each Destiny counter on it, that you need to. I'll read the effects. I can't really remember. Once per turn, if you have, it takes 3 level 8 monsters, and once per turn, if you have no cards in your spell and trap card zone, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card, and if you do, place 1 Destiny counter on this card. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. When 3 Destiny counters are on the field, or on this card, you win the duel. So yeah, it's a good card to have, especially if you're getting really sick and tired of someone who's just stalling. You just go for it out and then hope that staller doesn't decide to go ahead and try to destroy it. Then I run 1 Thunder End, because Thunder End's a good card, yes. Yeah. There's the extra deck. Now my side deck. I don't really know what I did in my side deck. I just randomly put random cards in. So I have in my side deck I have 2 Flammable Guards. In case I want extra tuners in there, and extra cards of Constance targets. You could have 1 more Shining Angel. I don't know. I thought maybe have that in there as well. But good. And Alexander Dragon, just in case I don't want my Mirage Dragon in there, and I just had to have 2 Alexander Dragons in there. It'll be good. And then I have Horizon Root. It's mainly there just to help with getting Stardust out without Starlight Road. And then I have 2 Burst Human Destructions. I chose that because I reckon it's just a good card, in my opinion. And then I have Swords. Yep, next one. It's just there. Vague. Pot Duality and Champions of Vigilance. So yeah, this is my dragon deck. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment for what you want to see in the future. Bye.